Greetings, Neil Dots here for Comandolin. Thanks for checking back in for the Blue Danube Waltz part 2 of the tutorial. Put up part 1 a week or so ago. We'll link it down below. Probably want to make sure you've seen that before we go into part 2, which is really just going to be the B part here. Nothing too special. If you're into all things mandolin, be sure and subscribe down below, and we'll get right into it. Alright, as a friendly reminder of how it goes in its entirety before we get going here. Today. So forth and so on. But so it's that other part that we're going to do today. So let's break it down. All right, so you're just coming off of this whole part, this little guy here. So all you're going to do, you hit the 5th fret on the A string, that D note one time, down to the 4th fret, and then you go down into an E7 chord. Is it an E7 chord? Yeah, G sharp, B. Yeah, it's an E7 chord. 1st fret on the G string, and 2nd fret on the A string with that open in between. So. Hit that twice. One more time. Just slide your B note down here, down to the 1st fret, and back up to the 2nd fret, while you're still holding the 1st fret down here on the G string. So once again, together. That high E rings out on top, fine, because you're playing an E7 chord, so it's going to sound great. One more time. So you're just going to move up into kind of to an A there. You're still on the 1st fret down here in the G string, but now you go 2nd fret, the E note here in the D string. So move up to the 2nd and 4th, and then let go of the 4th, so you're just coming down to the little bar in the 2nd there. So you put those together. One more time. Now, you hit, you're still just barring the 2nd fret here, and you hit these top 2 strings. And then you hit that twice like I just did. And then hit it again, but this time all 3 with the B note as your high. And then let it go to the open A. Does that make sense? One more time. So those two together. time. Now, back to the first part. Or at least, just that part. The D down there. Now this time, you're coming up on the A string 4th. You go 4th, open on the high E, and twice there on the 5th fret. One more time, everything up to that point. Little run here. Am I off? Fix that A string. The run is 6th fret on the D string down to this B note. Hey, I'm going to fix that A string real fast. All right, I think we got it. There's nothing worse than tuning on camera, huh? All right. Now you're doing this little run. Sixth fret. Boy, this lighting in here is not so great at night. I'll have to think of a better way to do this. 6th fret on the D. I think I already said this. Ending on that open A. So 6. Down on the B string here, or the B note, the 2nd fret of the A string. Whoops. 4th fret. 4th, 2nd, open on the E, down to open on the A. And then just 2nd, open E, and open A. All right, so that whole little part. And then for the, I guess would be the second half of the B part. So we're coming off this. Now we just go open A down to the 5th fret on the D string. Twice. Back to the A. And then this chord, which is a 5th fret on the D note here. And 2nd fret on the F sharp up on that high E string. That makes sense. Now open E and open A, and then you're going down to the 4th fret of the D string. And that leads down to an A minor chord, which is literally just your first one finger on the 2nd fret here, the G string. Everything else open. So. Fifth string on the, or 5th fret on the A string. To the open, and then back down here to the 5th, down here. Again, you're just doing the same thing. Just as far as that. Then it becomes different, so let's rewind real fast. So we're coming off this. back up here. And now, just for this little phrase. Whoops. Is basically the melody. But it starts out 4th fret here on the D string and 5th. That's your melody note, is the 5th there, and then there's just a little harmony below it. And then to the open E, A. Oh yeah, and then just the 1st finger on the 2nd fret here. And then the last chord is 5th fret on the E string. Make sure I say it right. 5th fret here, 3rd fret on the A string, and then 4th on the D string. It's as high as it goes. Then walk it back down. So that would complete the 2nd part of the B part. So that part in its entirety is just this. And then it would go back into the A part. Without me screwing it up, in theory. So here's now the whole B part in its entirety. All in the first video. Alright, that finishes up parts 1 and 2 of the Blue Danube Waltz. If you're into classical mandolin, Celtic mandolin, solo instrumental mandolin, pretty much anything mandolin, which you might be if you're watching this, be sure and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials and stuff on the way. Thanks for checking out the Blue Danube Waltz, and thanks for checking out Comandolin. Happy playing. Have a great day.